I would like to continue by talking a little bit about the project panel. As you can see, whenever you select any individual file in the project panel, you get some information on this file. Let's take this movie right here. We get information like frame size, pixel aspect ratio, duration, frame rate, pixel color depth, and codec. A codec is the algorithm that the computer is using to compress the file. There's more information that After Effects is displaying. Not only is it showing us a thumbnail view of the first frame of this video, but it's also giving us the name of the file, and in this little drop-down menu, how many times it has been used and in which compositions. Of course, right now we have not used the file, so this is grayed out. There are also other columns of information that are available to us in the project panel. Name, label, the type of file, in this case this is a QuickTime, but notice that in here, on the sequence of stills, it just says JPEG sequence. All of these columns can be made wider by just clicking on the divider and dragging. You can also make the whole panel wider by placing your mouse cursor in between the two panels, clicking and dragging. How big our panels are and where they are located is known as a workspace. We will be talking about workspaces in just a little bit. As you can see, there's columns for size, duration, any comments you want to make, and of course the file path, which is where this file is located in your hard drive. Let's talk a little bit about the label color. We can change this to further differentiate a particular file. I want you to notice that depending on which file it is, After Effects automatically assigns a color to it. This helps us differentiate what kind of file we're working on by just glancing at the label. Sometimes we can further differentiate a particular file by changing the label color. To do that, just click here and select a different color from the drop-down. I'll make this one peach. In the project panel, we can and should create folders to organize our files a little bit better. Let's go ahead and create a couple of folders. If you click on this icon here at the bottom of the project panel, you will see that After Effects creates a new folder for you. I'm going to go ahead and name this folder Movies. I can now drag all of my movies inside of this folder. I'll select these and drag them in. This one, drag it in as well. I'll collapse this. And I think I will include the JPEG sequence in here as well. You can also create a new composition from within the project panel. This icon right here is the Create New Composition icon. To create the composition, all you need to do is click here. I'm going to go ahead and click on Cancel. The project panel is also giving us information on the color depth of our pixels. In other words, this is telling us that we're working on an 8 bits per channel environment. Finally, we see the trash can. We can delete any selected items by clicking here. The last icon that I would like to show you is this one. This is the Interpret Footage icon. This is exactly the same thing that we did before by going under File, Interpret Footage, which of course is grayed out because I don't have anything selected. But if I were to select something and click here, the same panel would open up. I'll just select Cancel to close this. This panel, like many other panels in After Effects, contains a menu. This menu is located in the top right-hand side of the panel. In here, we have further options. We can undock the panel, close it, close the frame, etc., etc. And of course, this lets us show and hide different columns. Like I mentioned before, the size and location of the panels is known as a workspace. The workspace that we will be working on the most is the standard workspace. If you look at this drop-down menu here, you will see that it says indeed standard. If we want to go back to what After Effects considers the standard workspace, all you need to do is click here and choose Reset Standard. Now select Yes. You can further change the position and the scale of these panels. If you look at the panel's name, you will see that to the left of each and every name, there are little dots or indentations. This is known as the grip. You can click there and you can drag the panel anywhere else you wish. Notice that After Effects is going to give you a preview of where the panel will go. If the preview looks like a rectangle, what that means is that the panel will become part of that panel set. In other words, it's going to look like a new tab on that set. If, however, the panel looks like a trapezoid, that means that After Effects will drop that panel in between the two adjacent panels. If you want to change the workspace and you want to save it for future use, all you need to do is customize your workspace and then go to the drop-down menu and select New Workspace. As it is, I'm going to go back to Standard, so I'll choose Reset Standard. In the Standard workspace, there are some panels that are not showing. If by any reason I am talking about a panel that you do not see on your workspace, all you have to do is go under Window and choose whatever panel it is that you're interested in. All of the panels appear in this drop-down menu.